To say you gotta know somebody, or know somebody to get somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah, that's alright. Cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah, you know that's alright, yeah, that's alright. Cause you know that's alright.
That wasn't, as soon as he shut up for a minute, tried to explain to him that it's not possible to buy it through conventional means, but here's the way it is. If you really want to sell it for $750,000, here's the way this deal can get done. So it was a combination of private money and seller financing, right? You got packages up there that teach you how to do seller financing. Packages up there to teach you how to do private money. There's even a package up there to show you how to work the two of you together, right? So I'm walking out of this deal, picking up $750,000 worth of real estate. It's going to cash flow $2,500 a month. I'm getting paid $30,000 to do it, all right? And I'm even getting paid to fly down there and check it out. And I get paid for all my expenses again. I hop on a plane to go down there to check it out and to come back. That, my friends, is what I call a real deal, right? And that's just one of the ones that we're working on right now. And I thought that might help you by talking about, specifically one of the ways that you can make this work. It's not the only one. I don't want to talk about this restaurant deal right now. It's rather complicated and it's still in the works. So we don't want to get into that. But here's one with the Jeremy talked about. We've chosen this area in Florida that we want to buy. We've done extensive research to find out what kind of properties we want to buy. There's all kinds of luxury homes, single homes, right? And there's lots of condos. You don't want to buy the condos because they got condo fees associated with them. Condo fees are very high, and they kill almost every deal. It also gives you another governing entity to tell you what to do, the board of the condo association. We hate governing entities. Bad enough we've got every level of government in our face. We sure as hell don't want to buy a property that has another one. So we decided to buy duplexes down there. And it's not that hard. You do your research, you can find out every duplex in the area you want to buy in, and that's what we did. And after doing some research, we sure enough found out that one person owns 7 duplexes on one block. They're free and clear. They're free and clear. So this deal is obviously going to be, the seller is going to finance it. They own millions of dollars in real estate. I don't even know, we haven't even looked at the duplexes, but if each one was $250,000, that's $2 million worth of property right there. And so there's going to be a seller finance portion of this deal, probably most of it. But there's no way that somebody's going to just hand me $2 million worth of real estate without me giving them some cash, okay? Where's the cash come from? Private investors. Constantly raising private money, developing relationships with individuals who have money in. We actually had a 4-hour workshop just this month, on the 19th, I think it was, for those of you, some of you were there, where we shared with everybody for 4 hours how we raise private money. It's an incredibly important skill to have. But none of these things are impossible to learn. You don't need to have experience in real estate, you just need to have the right mentors. Who are your right mentors? Only you can decide that. But one of the things we want to share with you tonight is, look, this is what we're doing. We like to think that we figured this business out. And I mean that when I say we figured it out. It's not, there's no secret trick. Just like when people are trying to lose weight, they think there's going to be some pill they're going to take, and that's it, and you're going to get skinny. It doesn't work that way. Getting rich doesn't work that way either. There's no secret way or website you're going to go to, and that's it, you're going to make millions of dollars because you found something that nobody else knows about. It doesn't work that way. The way it works is every opportunity you get to sit in front of a seller, you've got to close that deal. If there's a deal to be had, if there's an opportunity that you can turn into a good deal for you. So how how do you make the most of every seller appointment that you have? You need to have the tools in the tool bag, okay? Or as I like to say, what do I walk into a seller meeting with? I walk in with the buyer's briefcase, right? Because that's where all of my contracts are. To do seller finance note, or a subject to note, which is a different one we haven't talked about yet, or private money. So I walk in there with all these ways bouncing around in my head of how to do the deal. And as I talk to the individual, a good salesperson doesn't talk. They ask questions and then they shut up, okay? And you let them talk. And you ask them, why are you selling this house? What is it that you're hoping to get out of this transaction? Try to come up with the solution to their problems. And if you can do that, you have a much better chance of closing the deal. If you're only thinking about your side, you're probably not going to close the deal. You need to ask them, why are you selling this property? Where are you going after you move out of this property? All these kind of questions. How much money do you need to, you want to move to Florida. How much money do you need to move to Florida? And if they tell you that information honestly, now you know what kind of money needs to be put down on it. So you get them to reveal to you the details of this deal. And you simply take the strategies that we share with you at every one of these meetings, at all my TV shows that I do, and everything else that we put a ton of free information out there for people. When you know all these strategies, you're going to close deals that are real deals. Now, did we find this apartment building? Hell no. It was for sale on the MLS for 800 days. Probably every damn real estate investor in the entire Sarasota area had marched through this building. Some of them probably multiple times, dying to buy it. I bet you he had 100 offers for $550,000. Okay? But that just wouldn't work. This particular guy, you can see in the flyer I showed you, it was $950,000. That was an old flyer from a couple of years ago, which I happened to find on the internet. He had slowly lowered his price, but when he got down to $750, that was it. The line was drawn in the sand. So people said, well, I'm not paying $750, and they walked out in the story. But here we came into the transaction. We said, you can pay $750, just like we told you we'd pay $1 million for your house, right? You pay $750. I mean, we never said how much, or how we were going to pay it. You structured it. We structured financing because we understand financing. You've got to understand that, okay? So that's a great example of a deal that we're in the works with right now, and I'm planning on being in Florida in possibly 2 weeks to inspect this property. Jeremy actually hasn't seen it, and I like him to look at something that costs $750,000 before I make him buy it. And that way, if anything goes wrong, he can't blame me for all the problems. But it looks like a really sound deal to me. It's a real deal. We buy all the real deals that come around. No money, no banks. I can keep it if I want to. Okay? These properties are definitely going to have to keep it. Okay? Because the only way I can probably sell it is the same way I bought it. So this is a property that I'm going to be sitting on for a while, but I'm happy to keep it. Right? So we got paid to buy it.